I want to show you guys why I use Serato Hex FX and why I recommend it. I want to thank the guys at Serato for collabing with me on this video. Let's get into this right now. I want to keep this as real as possible in a real life scenario. I'm not trying to shield or nothing like that, man. I'm just showing you what I'm using. This is a multi effects plugin, and I've been using it for a good 5 months now, and I love it, man. This is something that I use very, very often. If you've been paying attention to my videos, you've seen me use it, and you also know, see, Serato is the same company that makes Serato Sample. And you know I use that every single day. That's my sample chopper of choice, and I love it. I'm gonna let you hear what I have so far and how I can use this on various sounds. So I have drums going, and let me solo the drums. These are stock sounds, by the way. Stock sounds within Logic. Check this out. It's just a kick and hi-hats, right? That's without, but this is with. Check it out. Automatically it gives me that grind, man. So as you can see, I have several different parameters and effects that I can use. In this case, I'm using 5. I got bit crusher, tape saturation, a plate reverb, vinyl simulation, and warm saturation. And you see this knob right here, this is called the hex dial. It's not to be confused with the wet dry. Okay, this is a hex dial, and what that does is basically amps up all of these effects. You'll see what I'm talking about. Check it out. It turns it from Saiyan to Super Saiyan. That's what that does. And you don't have to affect all of them if you don't want to. This is a cool thing about this. Let me hit this parameters. Boom. Right? It's like a link. There we go. If I right click on a knob or something, I can unlink. You know what I'm saying? And that way, when I use this hex dial, it won't affect whatever I unlinked. So watch this. Everything is changing except for this one. So that's cool, and I can link it back, right? Without, with. All right, cool. So now let's go to this snare. Check out the difference as I toggle on and off. This is with it. I love how you can change the order of these two, however you want it. So I kind of want to go through some of the, I'm not going to go through each parameter, but it's like a good 45 effects. All right. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's about 45 different effects. If you hit this over here, you can see all of these different categories. Bit crush, breaker, compression, delay, distortion, filter, lo-fi, modulation, repeater, reverb, saturation, shapers, and time stretch. All right. So like I said, I'm not going to go through every last one, but I'll just point out some of my favorite ones. All right. So like this pitch reverb, check this out. If I hit parameters, you can kind of see what it's doing or hear what it's doing. Hear how the pitch is going up some as it goes and reflects. Hear that? That's pretty dope. I just thought that was dope. So I have that on my snare, and as you can see, I just call this JFILT'S snare this. So you can create your own presets and save it. And if I didn't like that, I could hit this randomize button, boom, and just do something completely different. Just keep hitting randomize and see what happens. All right. That's interesting. Let's say I like that. I could just go ahead and say that. We'll call this reverse delay. Reverse delay effect. Hit save. And now you have it. Check this out. This is where you go see saved effects. As you can see, I have quite a few and we'll go through some of them. What you can do is right click, you could favorite them, set as default, show in Finder, and create your own preset pack, maybe for sale or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So now let's play the drums with the snare. Hey. All right, now let's go on to the next sound. Check this out. I got this organ, right? No effects on this whatsoever, just dry. But now I'm gonna pull up Serato Hex FX. I got another instance, guys. And I have about 3 effects, maybe 4. Without it, right? With it. Man, I'm gonna show you the secret, man. This quad chorus is crazy. Even though I have tremolo, vintage tremolo and vinyl sim, quad chorus is crazy. Let's play it with the vinyl sim. That just gives it extra meat to it. Right? But this quad, I'm gonna show you, man. Let me take these out. And this is the power of this thing, man. Check this out. If I go parameters, boom. These different settings, I have these parameters mapped to my MIDI controller. So watch this. I can change this rate with my knob. So it's like a Leslie switch. You see that, man? And I'm just using my MIDI controller, which is mapped. I just thought that was crazy, man. This quad chorus effect is nasty. Then when you just add everything else with it, it just amps it up even more. And you can do that with all these parameters. Just map them to your MIDI controller. However you map things to your DAW, you know, you figure that out. All right, and I've done that in other videos. I also put it on my bass. Without it, with it, I got the warm saturator, band pass filter, clean compressor. Simple. I didn't do this yet, but I want to add another sound. I'm gonna show you what I could do with another instance. So I'm using a vibraphone. Super dry sound. So let's record whatever melody. Let me see. There we go. Y'all hear that? Very dry. But when I throw hex effects on there, I got auto pan, vintage tremolo, tape delay, smooth drive, band pass filter, man. You can copy these if you want to. Throw this on your vibraphone. It just gives it that vintage feel. So that's why I love this so much, man. This is all in one. Just about every effect that you need is in one plugin. That's what I like about this. I mean, you can see for yourself all of these in one thing, man. And I love the fact that you can change the order and create your own. You could even create a master bus out of this. I actually have one. I call it the master side chain to make it sound like it has like a SP feel to it. So you could create your own master chain. So I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instances of it. everything back. Again, I'm using this in Logic Pro. I want to use this inside Serato Studio. So we're inside Serato Studio, which is another DAW, and you might want to use all three at once. Let's say you want to use all three at the same time. There's something called the Producer Suite, and that includes Serato Studio, Serato Sample, and Hex FX. So I made a beat inside Serato Studio, and let's listen to it. Nice little 2-bar loop. And by the way, these are all sounds from the Verysickbeats sample pack. So that means if you want to use my sounds, it's included with Serato Studio if you want to grab it. Let's use Hex FX with some of these sounds, man, starting with the drums. Just so you know, Serato Studio does come with its own effects. If you look on the left, you have a bunch of them. But we're not going to do that. We're going to use plugins. Click on plugins, and then we'll go here and type in Hex FX. This is how you pull that up, right? So now we see it down here, and then you would just drag it to this, right? I already did that, so that's here. So pull that up. This is without it, and this is with it. Hear the difference? Without, with. So much beefier. Now let's move on to the sample. We'll check this out. On. I like this little outer phase. Let's do one more. Let's do strings. Let's solo the strings. That's without, and this is with. Check it out. I call this the wah string. Without, on. See, I'm just controlling it with this on and off switch. Right? Boom. One more quick note I want to point out, and this is the Hex effect dial. We talked about it before, but I want you to hear the difference between that and the wet dry. So the wet dry is down here. I'm going to play these strings. So when I turn the wet dry signal to the left, listen. See? Totally dry signal. That's different than the hex dial. So listen to the difference. See, the effect is still there, but it's just not as powerful. And that is the difference with the hex dial. The hex dial just amplifies those effects even more. Just wanted to point that out real quick. Two things. You can use it outright with Logic Pro, which is what I did at the beginning. Or if you want to get what's called the Producer Suite, you get Serato Hex, Serato Sample, and you get Serato Studio, which is what I was just working in. If you want to get it right out, the Serato Hex FX, and buy it straight out, it'd be $99. To me, well worth it. And notice this, it says introductory price, which means it's probably gonna go up. Or you could just get a subscription for $9.99 a month, which includes Serato Hex FX, Serato Sample, Serato Studio, all sample packs, including mine. And you can cancel at any time, so that's up to you. So what I'll do for you guys is leave a link down below if you are interested. Now that link will be my own special code for you guys, which will give you 1 month free of Producer Suite, and then after that it'll be $9.99 per month. You know, y'all let me know what you think, man. I think it's super dope. Like I said, I've been using it for 5 months now. I will continue to use it, and you could use multiple effects all in one unit, period. So once again, I want to thank the good folks over at Serato. I will leave links down below if you want more information. And yeah, it's your man JFILT. I'm sending peace and positive energy. Let me know if there's any questions below. Yes, this is the effect, my favorite multi-effects unit. Definitely, hands down, especially for 2025. Those that keep asking me, what are you using in 2025? This is it. This is what I'm using.